Television is a technological medium which broadcasts current events, news, politics, and weather, as well as fictional dramas, comedies, cartoons, and sitcoms. These shows, which each have different characters, storylines, actors, and settings, have been shaping society's culture since TV's introduction beginning in 1948. According to the text, Television in the Antenna Age by Mark and Thompson, the original primetime dramas were presented live and had no continuing plots and character development. This is a drastic change to television watched today, for storylines are complex and interweaving, which carry over not only from episode to episode, but from season to season. Along with the change in television sitcoms' overall format is the way female characters have been portrayed. The lead female character roles in comedic television series have drastically changed in terms of character intelligence, importance, and character development in the last 40 years. A case study of the show Soap, which stars Jessica Tate, and Modern Family's Gloria, provides solid evidence of how female roles have drastically changed. As stated in the article, The Changing Roles of Women in Sitcoms, early female roles were almost always portrayed as the stereotype of the housewife who always had to clean up her husband's messes, both figuratively and literally. This relates to the role of Jessica Tate, husband of Chester Tate, whose husband is Chester Tate, a stockbroker, on the ABC sitcom Soap. The show ran from 1977 to 1981 and was presented as a weekly primetime half-hour comedy. The Tate family lives in a wealthy neighborhood in Connecticut, and they deal with issues such as infidelity, murder, adoption, alien invasions, and divorce. Each episode presents a new complex web of problems and relationships between the Tate family as well as Jessica's sister's family, the Campbells. Season 1, Episode 1, the Tate family is preparing for a dinner party. It is at this party that the soft-spoken, mild-mannered, and beautiful Jessica walks in on her husband Chester, who is secretly making plans with another woman for a romantic evening. This is the introduction of a kernel in the story arc, which will continue on throughout the entire season. As described in the article, Redefining Narrative Events, kernels are moments that give rise to important storylines. A story arc can be introduced in one episode and later developed in another episode. Although it is obvious to everyone else, including the audience, of how unfaithful Chester is, Jessica remains naive and blissfully unaware. Here's a clip which easily sums up Jessica's character. It's from a later episode in the season, and it's between Jessica and her sister and her butler, Benson.
I was never going to tell you this, but poor sweet Chester has been... How do I put this?
Jumping on anything that breathes.
I wasn't going to put it quite that way.
Oh, sweet, adorable Mary. I mean, you'd just do anything to keep me from telling him, even to making up that outrageous lie about Chester.
Hi, Ma. Hi, Mary.
Jessica always seems to be a couple steps behind everyone else, and despite the blatantly obvious signs of disrespect from her husband, she continues on in her own world. She's comedic relief with her curiously stupid questions and unaware nature. The relationship between Gloria and her husband Jay on the hit comedy Modern Family, which first aired in May of 2009, is drastically different from the relationship between Jessica and Chester in Soap. Modern Family is an ABC show in mockumentary style, which follows different divisions of one family, which each intertwine and connect through complex relationships. Mockumentary style is defined by Webster's Dictionary as the fictitious or satirical work as a film presented in the style of a documentary. Jay married the much younger Gloria, who is an ethnic and passionate woman. Gloria can be described as loud, beautiful, extreme, feisty, and fun-loving. She has also been known to say exactly what is on her mind, despite those it might offend. Her open-minded nature has been the cause for many satellites within the story. Satellites are defined as the focus on character or setting which provide depth, background, and texture. Satellites can be deleted without disrupting the main storyline.
Okay, enough! You try speaking in another language. Everybody out of my house!
The extreme age difference between her and her husband doesn't matter to Gloria, as she always focuses on being the best mother, wife, and person that she can be. In the most recent season, season 4, Gloria is pregnant with her second child, although her first child with her husband Jay. In season 4, episode 1, Gloria expresses distress over telling Jay she is pregnant for fear of how he will react. In the end, however, because of his love and respect for his wife, he is thrilled that they will be expecting a child together. Not only have the two shows been compared to one another because of the multi-family aspect, but both Jessica Tate and Gloria are similar because they both married powerful, wealthy, and successful men. Both of these men like to be viewed as the patriarch of the family who make important family decisions and run things. Jessica takes a back seat to her husband and lets him run the show. However, Gloria overpowers her husband and is the captain of the ship. Jessica is oblivious and unintelligent, while Gloria is quick-witted and smart, despite the language barrier with which she struggles. Character development for both of these characters is extremely important because the viewer becomes interested in the relationships and their growth from week to week, as described in the article Redefining Narrative. These two female lead roles are likely so different because today young women look up to female characters that are diverse and that have a complex set of emotions. Gloria is the type of character that cannot easily be categorized because she is so unique and funny. Jessica, on the other hand, is quite simple and reserved, which is how women were once expected to behave. Women's roles and expectations within society have changed, which have thus changed the lead female roles which are presented on television.